In the heart of the dense, lush swamplands, a young crocodile named Teko swam gracefully. Teko was known for his curiosity and playful nature, often seen exploring the far reaches of the swamp, a place filled with hidden dangers and unknown territories. Life in the swamp was a delicate balance of respect and caution among its inhabitants, where every creature understood the importance of boundaries and the natural order. One sunny afternoon, Teko's curiosity led him to a part of the swamp he had never ventured before. There, he encountered an old gnarly crocodile named Muntu. Muntu was a legend in the swamp, known for his strength and wisdom, but also for his fierce temper. Teko, unaware of Muntu's reputation, approached him excitedly. "Hello there, I'm Teko. I've never seen you around before," Teko said with a friendly grin. Muntu eyed Teko with suspicion, his scarred hide a testament to many battles fought. "This is my territory, young one. You have no business here," Muntu growled. But Teko, in his youthful exuberance, did not heed the warning. He continued to ask questions and swim around, inadvertently disturbing Muntu's peace. The older crocodile's patience wore thin, and in a swift, powerful motion, he lashed out at Teko, leaving a deep gash on his side. Terrified and in pain, Teko fled back to his part of the swamp. The wound was not just physical, but deeply emotional. He felt a mixture of fear, anger, and confusion. How could someone attack him so brutally for no apparent reason? The incident left a scar on Teko's heart, marking the beginning of a journey that would challenge his understanding of forgiveness. Days turned into weeks, and the physical wound on Teko's side began to heal. However, the emotional scar festered. Teko found himself consumed by thoughts of revenge. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Muntu's fierce eyes and felt the sharp pain of his attack. The other young crocodiles noticed Teko's change in behavior. He became distant, often lost in thought, and easily angered. Teko's best friend, a crocodile named Lari, tried to reach out to him. "Teko, you've changed. You're not the same playful friend I used to know. What's going on?" Teko sighed, his eyes dark and filled with anger. "It's Muntu. He attacked me for no reason. I can't just let it go. I need to teach him a lesson." Lari frowned, shaking his head. "Revenge won't solve anything, Teko. It will only make things worse. We all live in this swamp together. Holding on to this grudge will poison you." But Teko was not ready to listen. His anger had become a part of him, driving him to spend hours plotting how he could get back at Muntu. The thought of vengeance consumed him, leaving no room for peace or joy in his heart. Teko started to isolate himself, swimming further into the swamp, away from his friends and family. As Teko's obsession with revenge grew, so did his bitterness. He snapped at anyone who tried to get close to him, pushing away those who cared about him. The once vibrant and cheerful crocodile had turned into a shadow of his former self, driven by a desire for retribution. One evening, as Teko sulked near the edge of the swamp, he encountered a wise old turtle named Baki. Baki was known throughout the swamp for his ancient wisdom and calm demeanor. He had seen many cycles of life and understood the complexities of the swamp's inhabitants. Baki approached Teko slowly, sensing the turmoil within him. "Young one, why do you trouble yourself with such dark thoughts?" Teko looked at Baki, his eyes filled with resentment. "Muntu attacked me. He hurt me for no reason. I can't just let it go. I need to make him pay." Baki nodded slowly, his eyes full of understanding. "I have seen many conflicts in my time, Teko. Revenge may seem like a solution, but it often leads to more pain. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from this revenge?" Teko hesitated. He had never really thought about what he would gain. "I want him to feel the pain he caused me. I want justice." The old turtle sighed. "Justice and revenge are not the same, Teko. True justice comes from understanding and forgiveness, not from causing more harm. Holding on to this anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other to suffer." Teko listened, a part of him recognizing the truth in Baki's words. But his heart was still heavy with anger and pain. "How can I forgive him? He showed no remorse. He didn't even apologize." Baki gave Teko a gentle smile. "Forgiveness is not for Muntu, Teko. It's for you. It's about finding peace within yourself. Holding on to anger will only keep you trapped in the past. Let go, and you'll find the freedom to live your life fully again." Teko remained silent, pondering Baki's words. The wisdom of the old turtle planted a seed of doubt in his desire for revenge. but it was not enough to completely change his heart. He knew he needed time to process and understand what forgiveness truly meant. Teko's conversation with Baki lingered in his mind, echoing through his thoughts as he swam through the swamp. He realized that he needed to confront his feelings and understand them better. With a heavy heart, Teko decided to take a journey within the swamp, seeking solitude and reflection. For days, Teko traveled through the hidden corners of the swamp, away from the usual paths and territories. He found a quiet, serene spot where the water was calm and the surroundings peaceful. There, he began to reflect on his emotions and the incident with Muntu. Teko thought about his life before the attack, remembering the joy and curiosity that once defined him. He realized how much he missed those feelings and how the grudge against Muntu had taken them away. As he delved deeper into his thoughts, he started to see the truth in Baki's words. One night, as Teko lay under the moonlit sky, he had a dream. In the dream, he saw himself as a young hatchling, playing and exploring without a care in the world. Then he saw Muntu, not as a fierce old crocodile, but as a young and strong warrior, fighting to protect his territory and loved ones. In the dream, Teko saw the fear and pain in Muntu's eyes, mirroring his own. When Teko woke up, he felt a shift within him. He realized that Muntu's attack was not just an act of aggression, but a reaction driven by fear and a need to protect what he held dear. Understanding this, Teko felt a pang of empathy for Muntu. He started to see him not as a monster, but as another being with his own struggles and fears. Teko knew that forgiveness was not an easy path, but he understood that it was necessary for his own peace. He decided to return to the main part of the swamp, ready to face Muntu and himself with a new perspective. Returning to the swamp, Teko felt a mixture of apprehension and determination. He knew that forgiveness was a journey and that he had taken the first steps. He sought out Baki again, hoping for further guidance. Baki welcomed Teko with a warm smile. "You have returned, Teko. Have you found what you were seeking?" Teko nodded. "I think I understand now, Baki. I need to forgive Muntu, not just for him, but for myself. But how do I do it?" Baki placed a gentle paw on Teko's shoulder. "Forgiveness is a process, Teko. It begins with understanding and empathy. You've already taken the first steps by seeing Muntu's perspective. The next step is to confront him, not with anger, but with a desire for resolution." With Baki's words in mind, Teko swam to Muntu's territory. He found the old crocodile resting by the water's edge, his eyes closed. Teko approached cautiously, his heart pounding. "Muntu," Teko called softly. Muntu opened his eyes and stared at Teko with a mixture of surprise and suspicion. "What do you want, young one?" Teko took a deep breath. "I came to talk about what happened between us." Muntu's eyes narrowed, but he listened. Teko recounted the incident, his voice calm and steady. He spoke about the pain and anger he felt, and how it had consumed him. Then he spoke about his journey, his reflections, and his realization of Muntu's perspective. "I understand now that you were protecting your territory," Teko said, "and I've decided to forgive you, not because it excuses what happened, but because I want to find peace and let go of the anger that's been holding me back." Muntu's expression softened, a flicker of surprise and perhaps respect in his eyes. "You're a wise young crocodile, Teko. I never meant to cause you such pain. I was only trying to protect what's mine. I see now that I acted out of fear." In that moment, a silent understanding passed between them. Teko felt a weight lift off his heart, and Muntu, too, seemed to relax. The old crocodile nodded slowly. "Thank you, Teko, for your understanding and for your forgiveness." From that day on, Teko felt a renewed sense of peace and purpose. He returned to his friends and family, embracing life with a new perspective. The swamp, with all its challenges and beauty, became a place of harmony once more. Teko learned that forgiveness was not just about the past, but about creating a better future, one where understanding and empathy paved the way for peace.